Hey, what's up guys, Darkbreaker here, and for today's video, I got a banger. It's gonna be Game Lords versus Rix in the Wild Rift Origin Series Championship group stage for the European representative for the Horizon Cup, aka the first international tournament. And so far, Game Lords going in as one of the favorites to win this whole thing. Same goes for Rix, undefeated in the monthly finals, winning 3 times in a row the monthly finals. Game Lords also one of the top teams, and let's focus on the players. So, I think the best or the most interesting part is gonna be Random, the #1 player in the European server leaderboard, 900 LP, versus Leon, Vainglory Super Chat, one of the most hyped players, mechanically gifted. So this matchup between Leon and Random is gonna be a banger. Who is the best Baron laner in Europe and who can prove themselves on the stage? Anyways, let's talk about the players. So, on the left side, Rix. Like I said, they are the #1 team and the favorites going into this group stage or into this playoffs. For the support role, it's Clue, young 17-year-old support prodigy. Then we have Snitch, the Heroes of Storm, mid lane superstar, playing in Wild Rift right now. Then we have Doom, best jungler Europe for the last 3 months, probably. Had 4 accounts in the top 10 challenger leaderboard. This guy is insane. Let's see what he's gonna do. Then we have Friend from Mobile Legends. He was the first to reach challenger in the European leaderboard. And then of course Leon, very hype player. He got a Grace pentakill beforehand in the LAN events. So let's see how this is gonna end up. And for Game Lords, obviously the boy, the man, the French legend himself, Randoggy. Top 1 player. Top 1 player in AoV. Top 1 handsome. Look at him. Look at him and his salute. Fuck off, Random. What are you doing? And Zephyr, one of the best junglers as well. They are not showing the mid lane. The mid lane is Vejos, young mid lane prodigy from AoV. Playing for Game Lords. This is the coach right here. Then we have Redemption, one of the veterans coming in from Vainglory and Arena of Valor. He won the non-pro tournament, also great success in the LAN events in the Valor series. Then we have Show. He was Grandmaster in LoL PC. So yeah, enough for the player introduction. Hope you guys are hyped. If you guys are hyped, then make sure to leave a like. If you guys enjoy this commentary, and subscribe so you guys don't miss out on any future content when it comes to the Origin series, and activate notifications. And let's focus on the draft.
For this one, and we saw
Dude, I'm such a hype man. Let's go.
Didn't really work for me. One of them worked. You liked it.
Camille ban. It's a good flex ban because it's targeting both Random and Zephyr. Zephyr likes to play Camille in the jungle, and also Random, of course, one of the best Camille players in the server. They're gonna ban Ziggs. Snitch, very strong Ziggs player, and Ziggs in competitive, super strong poking champion. I'm gonna mute them. So we can focus on the draft. This time we are Professor Breaker. Wait a second. For the draft, we are gonna be Professor Breaker really quick. Give me a second. Wukong ban. Okay, let's see what they're gonna do here. Wukong ban for Zephyr. Also, Random can play Wukong in the top lane. Fiora ban for Leon. Lee Sin ban coming in from Rix, surprisingly, because Rix loves to play Lee Sin in the top lane. And Doom can obviously also play Lee Sin. Kha'Zix ban. First pick Senna coming in from Rix. First pick, Riven, can be flex pick. Both Random and Zephyr play Riven, a very popular pick in both China and Korea. And Clue loves to play Gregor support, and they're gonna pick it away. So Show is probably be on Gregor's. And I really hope it's Random on Riven. Xin Shao for Doom, actually, one of his most favorite picks. And Snitch going for Twisted Fate. He played earlier really well on that Twisted Fate, picking off people in the early game. And snowballing. Wait. Gragas is mid lane? It could be mid lane. I mean, they could flex though. They can flex a lot, to be honest. Riven can go jungle, top lane. Gragas can go jungle, top lane. AP, or mid lane, or even APC. Olaf. I think it's Gregor's mid lane then. Grace. Okay, Grace top lane for Leon. Orianna for... Oh, it's Orianna Senna. Okay. And Corki for Redemption. Okay, let's talk about the combos. So it's Senna, Orianna bot lane, Xin Shao jungle, Graves top lane. So Graves against Riven. And Leon got the pentakill on Graves earlier, so pretty hyped to see how he's gonna face against Random on the Riven pick. I told my boy Random, Riven, very broken. I don't understand why it's not picked enough in the Europe region, because in China and Asia it's picked all the time in the jungle and in the top lane. I would prefer her in the top lane, to be honest. I feel like she's more consistent in the top lane, and depending on your build, if you go Sterox Gauge, you can be pretty tanky as well. So let's talk about the late game. Orianna, Graves, Senna late game, Twisted Fate. Ford's a little bit behind, but I feel like Xin Shao, so Doom and Snitch are gonna try to get those picks off in the early game and maybe try to snowball on the top side of the map to get Leon ahead, so he can keep splitting against Random. At the same time, Game Lords, they have late game Corki, very strong Gragas in the mid lane, so full AP Gragas in the late game can still be pretty good. And the catch potential with the Gragas ultimate into maybe a sexy Riven combo can be devastating. And then Olaf can run. Yeah, Olaf, I told you. Did you guys watch my last Olaf video? Olaf, very sexy pick against Senna. Senna relies on CC to escape, to rule people. He ignores with the ultimate. Twisted Fate as well. Olaf runs Twisted Fate down. Olaf runs Senna down. And the only tank Ricks have is Xin Shao. Game Lord, Olaf can be tanky, Brom is tanky, Gragas is, even if you go AP, you're kinda tanky, and Riven can also tank a bit. And then in the late game, they do have the Corki damage. So it's gonna be interesting. I feel like Ricks do have like a little bit of a late game, but their frontline is not that good, so it depends on whether or not Xin Shao, Twisted Fate, and Graves get going in the early game. If not, they will struggle, because Twisted Fate will fall behind and he needs to get those picks off in the early game. But yeah, that's commit for the draft, and let's hop right into the game. Okay, I'm gonna put the volume on again a bit.
Coming on through.
Okay, that should be fine.
We have to give props. We have to pay our respects. Leon,
number one hype player from Vainglory. He couldn't join any LAN events because of his passport in the past. So this is his first LAN event, and he has a lot to prove, showing whether or not he can perform at the offline stage.
Yep. And the pentakill.
And a pentakill, so we might...
Okay, let's move quickly, because I want to tell, like, where was I? They're like, he can prove whether or not he is strong in offline, because online is very different compared to offline. Like, a lot of people will be nervous offline event, because it's a different setting. You're not comfortable in your bed, for example, or sitting here at your desk. And now the 1v1 coming in, Random against Leon. He is taking a really good trade. I would say in the early game, Grace is definitely gonna win, but later on, I do believe Riven has the advantage with the ultimate all-in. Okay, sorry.
Asia, there's Orianna in the bot lane.
Yeah.
I'm quite interested to see how this one goes this side of the ocean.
I mean, with any other team, I will be doubting heavily this Turwis for the bot lane because, I mean, so this Asia it doesn't have the same meta exactly as Europe.
True.
But in this case, you know, I'm quite confident. No clue can pull this off, hopefully find this.
Oh, I have an idea for a tweet. Wait a
His lane
second.
mate is amazing. So I think they're gonna do quite well with this Senna or in a composition, which is honestly, two strong champions walking together. That is always gonna turn
Let
out.
me find something.
Well, it should always turn out right, you'd hope.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it doesn't, and that's its
I mean,
game,
yeah.
you know.
It turns out playing better is usually good for winning Wild Rift games.
Not
but
always, though.
Not always, but more
Okay,
often
Doom
than
got the
not, I
double
would say.
scuttle.
First thing you play
Nice.
and you win.
No, okay, no.
That's
we
an
need to go back
advantage
into
for
the
Rix in the
match
early
history,
game,
exactly
and
who
Doom
was
is
running
probably
down those games.
one of the best Sinchao
Definitely
players. He's
wasn't me,
one of the
but a
first
slow
players to
start.
play
Couple
him
minutes in.
in
Yeah.
There haven't
competitive
really
and
been any
perform
real
insanely.
fights happening right now. The two teams maybe looking to get things going initially a little bit, but they haven't really been able to do so.
Really surprising for
Where is
Rix,
the
especially
face?
considering Leon and how Doom tends to kind of feed him those kills. But no action whatsoever when it comes to that, and that is a really interesting point, and you're making that because Game Lord, you will think they could attack the easiest time to, you know, early levels, try to do something to gain that lead for them, but they're not trying to do it.
Let's
I
see
think they're
golden
very,
items.
very cautious
Yeah, he's starting
around
Ruby
Rix
on
Leon,
Riven.
not trying to risk it at
So
all,
Black
which is
Cleaver,
honestly
Leon goes
something to
BT
consider
Death
and
Dance last
something
game. Maybe
really
he's gonna go for the lifesteal build again.
I mean, playing
Olaf
risk
starting with the
playing
armor
safe,
boost,
we've seen this
actually.
from Random, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
He's not interested in being dove like Doom and Leon. He's watched the VODs. He knows exactly what the plan is. With Aegis needs to be a little bit careful.
So,
Gets rooted up, but boxed
They
away.
go for
And
APC.
Rix again, can't find the play, can't make it happen just yet. But
Okay, Senna is
and it's like Christmas,
fasting.
the anticipation.
She is not
the
last
first fight
hitting
is gonna
and
be even
Oriana's
better
last
if we get away
hitting.
for it.
I have
But they
something
do like the
spicy for
front
you.
they do
Okay.
like the tank.
Yeah, so we've got here Random.
Sinchao is going Gargoyle.
claimed by Xandor
First
as the
item.
best,
He's gonna be the
Barrow
main
Ranger in
frontline, but I
entire
feel like it's
Europe.
not enough because he's
And
not that
for Leon,
tanky.
he's
That's a
proclaimed the not best barrel laner.
I don't know if that's true.
Just
I can't remember.
mechanical.
I don't think that's the
I
quote.
can put him here. I was
She's
sure
kept
that
the
with
receipts.
I
Goodness
can-
me.
Okay, Random can
But-
freeze the wave here.
We're gonna have 20 seconds on
Random
these
can
two
freeze the wave at this
Last game we
point.
saw
Let's see if he's
Herald
gonna
being the
do
focus,
it.
Yeah.
and that's
Because the
generally been
next
the
objective
case
is gonna
so
come up
far.
soon. Wave position is pretty good for Random right now.
Still gonna be the focus because
Okay.
Rixigi doesn't tend to go for the dragon first unless it's an infernal one. And in this case,
He's gonna
it's
clear the
not.
wave. Cloud Dragon is
we've
gonna
gone-
spawn.
So I'm
Actually,
guessing,
Cloud Dragon is pretty important for
Herald
Riven
them,
and
look at
Olaf.
them in the minimap. You can see them pillaring.
I think they're gonna
around
trade.
that, trying to get rid a little bit of random before
Looks
they
like
get a
Rix
little
is
bit of
gonna
width
go
from that sense, so
for
they can have-
Rift
it's
Herald.
really, really
I mean,
good, isn't it?
Olaf for
Yeah,
Olaf
I
and
think
Riven
Olaf's
definitely
side,
getting
they're
Cloud
looking
is
out for the
worth
bot side, they just wanna pick
trading
up
the
the
Herald.
Dragon, which
Because
is
Olaf
fine.
really needs
This
the
is gonna be
movement
a
speed to
gentlemanly
catch
trade.
people.
Handshake, and both teams will be getting
So I think
what
it's a fine
they
trade.
want. Of course, this Rift Herald is going to be great if they can invest in
And yeah,
it
for you
and
guys
gain
wondering,
something
Rix
from it.
is they
Dragon's
used to
gonna
be
be
no
here
name, no
again,
talent,
so
and before
it's
that
short-term
they were
investment versus
Tribe
long-term investment,
Europe.
and it's gonna be all
But
about
this
what
is their
Doom
new
can do
organization,
with
so
this Herald.
now their
Top
name
lane
is Rix.
tower could
Gonna
be
trading
forfeit,
one for
honestly.
one turret.
I mean, I know
First we're going for
they
Rix.
said that Kim Kaiser is predictable, but
I think I'm gonna put
he's
the
also
voice a bit
preserved to an extent.
quieter.
Definitely
be
going
honest.
to top lane once again with the Rift Herald, which is
Okay, one for one
expected.
trade.
And in the meantime, Game Lord taking this advantage and going for the first tower, which is also
Wait,
something
Grace
to
is
be
at
mentioned.
4k gold
They've
now.
gone for the first tower, knowing that
Wait,
Herald
did
was
he get
going
Rift
for
Herald? Or
there,
how is he
so
at 4k?
good choice in here. I really like how
I mean, yeah, he got the
both
place on the
is
top
trying
turret, but
to
how is he
prepare for this
4.1?
potential team fights coming up now that we're in minute 5.
Yeah, it's a good exchange there.
And
Tower
Doom
for
is behind
tower,
in
objective
gold.
for objective, 0-0
I think
on the
maybe
score
Doom got,
sheet.
I mean,
Both
Grace got the Herald?
They just
Because
wanna
I'm
be
surprised his
taking
gold
it
is like so
slow,
big.
because they know that a big
Well, I
team
mean,
like could lead
300.
something. Right now, there's nothing on the map to take, really. So I think if they're going to fight, they're just going to be fighting for the sake of it, which from these two teams playing in this game right now, they seem averse
1k gold
to.
diff for Game Lords
Something
actually.
interesting also to point out is the intimidation
Wait,
here.
even
Leon
though
already going with the cloak
Rix got
and
first
Walter
turret
Center, so be ready, be warned.
and Herald.
Just hold on
They are
to
behind in
Rixie
gold.
because interesting things are coming down
Interesting.
in the top lane. Random already trying to run away. Back
Okay,
in
Leon has
mid
red
No
buff.
tower, though. He has got support coming through, though, but Doom is following up. It will be a
Okay.
2-2 if they take
Leon
the
going-
point. There's a nice one.
I don't know what
Oh,
Leon
no.
was thinking there.
He's going to give the shield friend. Is here. Snake
Okay.
is here. But members of Game
Ultimate?
Lord turning up
Yes,
as
the
well,
ultimate.
too.
He gets
It's
the
gonna be
first
the one
blood.
giving up first
He's gonna
blood.
survive.
Random
Leon
survives
dies.
this
Leon
fight. He's going
went
away.
way too
Eagles
early in.
Fish gets the gold card, but they can't get any kills. They're going to be forced back. It's 2-0.
Yeah, you
Right
guys
now,
I can
going
show you
over
guys
Game
really
Lord.
quickly. Oops.
it didn't go their way. Right now, gets the Doom is going to go down, but Doom.
Look here, his teammates are coming, right? But Leon is gonna jump into 2 people, and Doom is not that close yet.
Is following up.
And he's already gonna dash here, and as you guys can see, the second ability of Doom is not in range, and he's already going in. So
It will be a 2v2.
they're just collapsing on him. He's gonna flash W, flash second ability to stun him. And he's gonna be low life.
If they take the fight, there's a nice stun, loads of damage coming on down, but the Stella is gonna give the shield. Friend is here, Snitch is here.
And now it's a 4 vs 4. Verhoff missed the ultimate actually, but they do win this team fight.
One good one for Game Lord.
I think miscommunication. They're gonna take the first turret. Good rotation.
Going for them as well.
Getting mid turret is a huge advantage for Game Lord.
And we know Rix likes to
And like I said,
towers, just melt them down and
Cloud Dragon is very good in competitive for rotation. Also on Olaf and Riven, it's very good.
The replay here in the top lane. This zone shadow from Senna.
Oh, they're gonna show it again.
Do that damage. They
Okay.
will have a spectate.
Flash E by Gregors on Friends. Gets low.
Deliver that damage as well with Scepter, delivering the last hit on them.
But yeah, Orianna comes late and he doesn't clear the mid wave. At the same time, Corki's just pushing mid lane, while Orianna runs top lane. So instead of Orianna running top lane, being way too late, just clear the mid wave at least. So they lost the teamfight top lane and they lost the mid turret. So I would say Orianna should have cleared the mid wave.
Why Olaf is such a great game, like bridge champion in the mid game, because he can just rip through members of the enemy team. He didn't get any of the kills, but to assist, a lot of damage was on his shoulders. And hey, Random's got a kill, Bejos has got a kill. These are 2 massive players for this Game Lord lineup. And Rick's GG.
Oh, Leon, be careful. Leon.
Oh, we've seen Leon win these.
Okay, Twisted Fate. Going bot lane, trying to get Verhoff. Let's see if they can get Verhoff. The stun, he dies. They're also gonna get the bot turret, but now it's a 4 vs 3 in the top lane. Come on for the fight. Okay, they're peeling back. They get 1 kill and they get the bot turret, so that's definitely a good trade for Rix right here. And Game Lord couldn't get anything out of the man advantage they had in the top lane. Dragon's gonna spawn in 20 seconds. Ocean Dragon, very good for Olaf, Riven, and Corki. It's very good for them. If they can secure Ocean Dragon, that's huge. Like Olaf with the second ability and Ocean Dragon, so much sustain. He can tank so much. I told you, Olaf, very sexy pick against team compositions that rely purely on the CC for peeling. So Olaf just runs Twisted Fate and Friend down, or the Senna down in team fights. It's a very good pick. I told you, it's underrated. It's so underrated. That's why in China, a lot of people ban and first pick Olaf, because it's such a good pick against CC comps. It's such a good pick. Very underrated.
As Game Lord have complete priority over
I think if Game Lord gets open, that's so big. Okay, looks like Rix wants to take the mid turret, but Olaf is rushing. Oh, package! Ultimate to push it back. Let's see, Random is low. He still has the flash, he's surviving. Olaf gets the ocean at the same time. And they don't lose one single person, and they defended the mid turret. Pretty good for Game Lord. Corki, Ocean Dragon, so much life to Riven. Olaf, that's huge. That's just so huge.
And until Blade of the Excel was up for random, and even then when they tried to face each other, they did use the ultimate, but to no avail in the end, with no kills for either team. And that one tower that they didn't fall.
Yeah, it's a 2k gold lead for Game Lord right now. Turret are even 2 dragons in favor of Game Lord. 2k is a very
really harshly.
The game's close though. That's the
kill
thing.
per game. Only 3 kills total.
Friend is just doing
like
so much
these 2 teams were battling it out pretty consistently at the top level, like in the finals a lot of times. So I think this matchup is very hyped.
But honestly, both of these teams could look to try and get priority over the Baron area.
Leon is kind of behind though.
They're the ones causing
1.5k behind
right now.
Random at this
And it
point.
looks like Rix are yet to really respond. They've got members in the area, but obviously they don't want to try and force anything.
But yeah, Wildcat's not really walking here, not really hitting anyone from a snitch. They have been able to avoid it quite well from Game Lord. Now throwing another tower, gaining more and more control on the map. Oh!
Hey, they're catching Random. Random dies. Ooh.
Too late to get any
And
involvement.
they're not going to be able to get the mid turret though. But they get the kill on Random. But he's going to go more to Reminder because Leon goes for lifesteal build.
But the wave, well, the wave is in a quite good position, but they might be in a position of trouble there.
They were just chasing on through because they saw the health bars were not the highest.
I feel like the cameraman is
They weren't able
missing
to
so
catch
much.
two members who weren't at full health, so there was no point
Cameraman is
really
not
attempting to
moving
continue that
smartly.
avenue
Like
of play. But Carmen,
when a fight
Baron's
happens,
still
he's
alive.
so many times too slow.
Okay, Gragas.
So I didn't see how they caught Random.
Like, really polite from you.
That's the whole thing. You know,
I mean,
he's in a
yeah.
fight. He's going to throw barrels at you.
His
It's a good
round,
time.
he throws rolls, but
Well,
okay.
I mean,
accept it.
What do we expect to see in the next couple of minutes? Because both of these teams do not look confident in letting this Baron go down. It's Rix who take the, not the Herald, the Snuffle.
Baron. Oh, okay,
The
yeah.
little one, the little baby one.
Oh,
But they're not able to take the full objective because Baron hurts. And when your team is even, you can't afford to go into 5v5 with half health bars and a massive purple worm on the other team.
by the way, important upgrade for Leon. Dead Dance finally in his hands. Right there, he just bought it, ready for a team fight. But look at how Game Lord are dividing their efforts now. Going
Yeah,
from
they're
top
getting
lane to the mid
pressured
lane.
really
Will
hard when it comes to
we're
the
about to
wave
see Leon fall.
waves right
Now
now.
they're trying to look for him a little bit of damage, but aren't able to follow.
Death
through
and
there.
Sterox
Takes
gauge on
jump
Olaf.
as well. Clue leaving the ball, but needs to be
Okay,
careful.
Veros with
Goes in
the
there,
engage.
trying to break up the fight. The shield is coming
Random
down
is on
from
Leon.
Red, and that is massive.
Come
Looking
on.
towards the side, looking
Boom,
towards the Red, will be
ultimate.
able to
Oh, he
cut
doesn't get
him
it.
down.
Ignite. I think he's
Random's
gonna
in
get it.
the
Yep, he
takes
got
down
it.
one. Can't find friend, but Zephyr is now here.
Snitch, okay, Redemption
Redemption
flashing.
As they look to re-engage. It's a fight on
It's a
two
2-for-1
avenues, but Game Lord win on
in
both.
favor of Game Lord. Are
Okay, so
they
on one
gonna
hand, we had
go for
Nicholas
Baron?
falling right away.
No, they have
No
the
flash,
Scuttle vision.
No knife, no nothing.
Inferno Dragon
He
20
just
seconds.
burned them all at the same time. On the other hand, Leon, which is once again perhaps one of the most valuable pieces here.
Yeah.
We're gonna see the
Okay.
replay right there. How
Flash
the teamfight was split.
Engaged
Doom
by
and Leon are left on
Gragas
the top
and they're
side.
catching
Then we've
Leon
got
right here. At the
Fran
same
and
time,
Blue right there.
Olaf
Blue
is running
going
down the
for,
Orianna.
Gilmore chases.
Yeah, I
Snitch
think how do
chases
they
also
want to
closely, but he doesn't have
how do they want
enough,
to do shit against Olaf
resources
right
to
here?
do
They
really
don't have enough
anything versus
damage.
the entire full team,
Because
from that
it's-
team.
It's
So,
basically
so
support
at least they got 2 kills.
support Orianna.
True, Dragon on the menu, they're going to be able to secure the Inferno.
And
which is gonna be
TF
very,
doesn't
very
do that much
helpful
damage
unless
against
any
Olaf as
wild
well.
steals come
They're
through.
gonna
Rix
trade
in the mid lane,
Inferno
will
Dragon
go
for
right
mid
down the
turret.
tower in return,
Now
so
3
that
dragons
is
for Game
fine. They're
Lord.
able to grab themselves objective for objective, but I don't think the tower is worth as much as the dragon. And Baron's still on
Okay,
the
they're
menu.
scouting,
still
clearing the
chilling around.
vision
I mean,
to
it's-
force
It's
the
threat of
Baron
Baron
right
more than
here.
actually taking it right now, 'cause
Forky
both
has
teams are being
package
forced to fight
right
on this
now.
part of the map.
Yeah, is the idea that it is there and you
Let's
can
see if
take
they're
it,
just
I
gonna
get it
straight
back.
up force the turret
If
or
they
try
were
to
to
poke
take
and
it,
then force.
Game Lord will be
Or they're
in
gonna try to prepare the Baron buff and trap.
here because of the positioning, because not so much of the warding though. They've got the River Scuttle right there in the front of the Baron to provide a little bit of vision.
Okay, huge
But
bot wave.
Rix, he is prepared for that in case it happens. Then happening.
Another
Okay,
one.
random going in.
Go ahead and try
Let's
to get
see.
the knock-ups when we have to
Oh,
fight the
nice
fight.
shockwave
It's gonna
for
kick off
Orianna.
regardless as Riven can't find
Ooh,
anything, might be caught out
Braum
by the
ultimate.
damage
Ooh, yes,
coming on through, but
dash
it's now ripping
out.
up the back of the team fight, gonna be
Leon
reviving
dies
as
immediately.
Zephyr runs
Doom
riot.
dies.
Wow.
Gonna go low, gonna be cut to
Veros still
pieces.
surviving, he's so low, they're so low. Snitch, gonna get the gold card.
Looking to turn this one around.
And
Team
Random goes back in. Oh my god, they're so low. Holy shit.
The health bars are two.
Wow, there was
As
such a
GG will
tight
even up the fight, 2-2.
team fight. Both very low.
They even
2 for
out fight
2.
a little bit there with random stuff being left out. But
Great,
okay, you've
great,
taken out
great
Riven, you've taken out
Orianna
Olaf.
ultimate.
We were talking before about how Olaf needed to be
Oh,
more
gold card
redemption.
flashed by
Someone
Snitch,
else
but
redemption
Zonya's by
prize is
redemption.
there.
Nice.
No.
That was there, it's fine.
Okay, no problem.
I feel like they should
It's
wait
more
for.
of, you know, like,
I mean, the best engage is
And now
Gragas ultimate or Braum ultimate. And random initiating first or trying to catch someone first is probably not the best idea, and especially going more to Reminder. Going first as Riven is definitely not the way to play it. Like he plays he jumps in very aggressively, but I feel like he should let Gragas or Braum find the opening or the engage. I think Gragas needs to find the engage first and not Riven, especially since he doesn't go Sterox Gage Riven, which would make him tanky enough. And yeah. Oh wait, they're on Baron. Ooh, Rix is on Baron, and Riven is not there yet. 5k, they're not gonna coin flip. Look, Olaf is just running right into them. Oh, what? Berhorse! Holy shit! Berhorse flashy! And Riven comes in with a ultimate cleanup. They're shouting! Dude, Berhorse is what the fucking god is Berhorse? Holy shit! They're shouting, they're so hyped. They're like, let's go! They're gonna have the game right here.
Rix is dead, their minions are not here, and Game Lord again.
Yeah, they won it nice. Dude, that was such a tight match. And then one sexy E-flash by Gragas, and he wins it. That's the 16 years old young mid lane prodigy.
Rock, paper, scissors denied, unfortunately, with that past series. But wow, that does shake up the rankings a little bit more, pushing Rix DG a little bit lower, and it does become potentially squeaky bum time for them a bit.
Holy shit, what the fuck was that E-flash engaged by Gragas? Wow, the backpack engaged by the Gragas mid lane AP. Sexy, that was...
The way the Game Lord played that game.
Wow, mamma mia, ay caramba, insane. Okay, let's show it again. I'm gonna show it to you guys. That E-flash was so fucking nutty. And they're shouting like, okay, let's see it right here, the team fight. Riven is gonna come right here. Olaf, look at Olaf, he just runs into 4 people. He's like, I don't give a fuck. And now pay attention to Verhos. Pay attention to Verhos. He uses Proto Belt, and now E-flash. Boom! Look at that. Look at the E-flash and then ultimate. Look at that damage. And now, Proto Belt dash by Riven. Boom, boom. Now, ultimate. Bam. They dead. That Verhos engage was so fucking insane, man. What the fuck? Holy shit. Quality. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the gameplay. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Game Lords, hype as fuck. Like a very tight series, both playing it very safe. Close match, even though the Dragons were in favor of Game Lords and the goal was so small. Like the goal difference was still kind of small. And the last team fight was a 2-4-2. And I have to say, it's because Random went in too early. But this team fight, Random came in for the cleanup, waiting for Gragas for the engage. I told you, Gragas needs to find the engage because he has the ultimate, he has the E-flash. And then Riven comes in for the cleanup or for the flank with the flank, and then they just ace them immediately. 5-0 ace, insane. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe. I see you next time. Bye bye.
Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.